Within the division, the financial system functions as a component of the combat service support structure. It pays the soldier, maintains his documents, and ensures his allotments are properly processed. It also deals with public and non-public fund accounting and the local purchase of material and services. The system encompasses a pay component and an inspection component. The pay component is portable and capable of following the financial needs of the soldier in the field. The inspections component periodically confirms to commanding officers that the unit finances, whether public or non-public, are well managed. The system utilizes automatic data processing equipment. However, its procedures are so designed as to permit manual processing for relatively short periods of time. These financial procedures allow for pay and other financial transactions between the division units and the National Support Group through the Corps Finance Battalion. The Division Service Group Commander is responsible for the provision of second-line financial services within the division. The execution of this function is by the finance company in conjunction with the first-line support provided by unit finance cells. The company also provides first-line finance support to division troops, units, and attachments lacking finance self-sufficiency. Its elements may be grouped or detached to suit any operational environment. The company is organized into a headquarters, a field cash office, a non-public fund platoon, and an audits and inspections platoon. The finance company is co-located with the disc group headquarters in the division administrative area and depends upon the disc group headquarters and signal squadron for all aspects of administration. It is integrated into the headquarters area defensive plan, and its members are trained to take part in the collective defense of the area. The company comprises 12 officers and 33 other ranks. And its equipment includes 23 vehicles and 6 trailers.
Looks pretty good. We've got to fix
the field cash office is tasked with the major financial support role for the division and works in conjunction with Unit B echelons. It is comprised of a cashier section and a paymaster section. The cashier section is responsible for the maintenance of division currency balances, document processing, and the delivery and pickup of cash or negotiable instruments to or from units which have an officer paymaster integral to their establishment.
Sharon?
Yes, ma'am.
Do you have a brown one?
The paymaster section is responsible for pickup and delivery of currency and negotiable documents,
747?
and for provision of paymaster service to units without that facility.
How many Deutschmarks did you want?
1,000.
Currency, exchange, and scrip policies affecting pay and finance are established by the National Command in consideration of local and national financial and economic conditions. Unit cash requirements are met by the issue of working capital advances. Cash levels maintained for working capital funds and for revenue transfers are set by higher headquarters in recognition of pay and currency policies. Individual pay records are maintained by unit finance personnel. Pay and allowance transactions are originated at the unit and transmitted to National Support Headquarters, updating the master pay record. Unit finance sections reconcile individual pay records to ensure they are current and accurate. The finance company is not normally involved in the process of maintaining or transmitting individual pay documents, except for those units without an integral finance section.
Just confirming the FOA payment, $1,300 for HCH tomorrow.
Accountability is maintained by dividing responsibility between the spending and the paying authorities. Spending authority is normally vested in adjutants, supply officers, and transportation officers, while the paying authority is vested in the unit finance officer. In some circumstances, the division service group is required to enter into or administer contracts with non-military sources. Processing and payment of these contracts is the responsibility of the field cash office. This includes the pay of any civilian labor employed by the division service group, division medical group, or the division engineer group. The non-public fund platoon is usually limited to acting as the non-public fund banker for all units of the division. It maintains books of accounts on all goods provided for resale and records all monies received from and or dispersed on behalf of the division's units. Funds generated by non-public fund sales are held and accounted for by the unit finance section and are deposited as necessary with the finance company. Detailed books of accounts indicating sales, purchases, costs of goods sold, and expenses are maintained by unit personnel. The finance company maintains books of accounts for each unit's non-public fund transactions and for the amenities section of the division service group supply battalion. These indicate, in net terms, the cash effect of unit institute activities. All audit and inspection activities are coordinated and controlled by Division Headquarters G1 staff. Under their direction, the Audit and Inspections Platoon conducts routine audits and inspections, providing unit commanding officers with an independent audit of their financial operations. It assures them of the adequacy of public and non-public financial affairs. The platoon also coordinates audits and inspections conducted or ordered by higher formations, and specifically those which may also be completed in conjunction with the investigations of the military police or other enforcement agencies. At the conclusion of an audit or inspection, a unit inspection report is provided to the higher formation headquarters on an information basis. At no time does the inspection office dictate the requirement for a response, although a unit may respond to the report on an exception basis. At most, the office may make a separate recommendation to the Division G1 staff on the appropriativeness of practices observed during an inspection. Throughout the division, finance activities are concentrated on the provision of pay and on the handling of public and non-public funds. Audits and inspections of units usually consist of a review aimed at limiting the loss or conversion of funds through theft, fraud, or other malfeasance. The importance of sound financial services cannot be overstated. It is a critical factor in maintaining the morale and welfare of the troops in the field.